Hello friends, welcome to the Spawn Point YouTube gaming channel. Spawn Point is an online apparel store which is mainly focused on gaming. So if you like this video and if you like gaming t-shirts, you can check out our online stores. Links will be in the description, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So let's get started. In the absence of E3 this year, Xbox, like Sony, had their big showcase digital event on the 23rd of July. The Xbox Game Showcase started with a trailer of Halo, which followed a 9 minutes gameplay demo. The gameplay looked like the standard Halo affair, with some twists thrown in like the grappling hook. Visual-wise, it looked pretty stale for a next-gen tentpole title on the world's most powerful console. And that was it for any type of gameplay demo for any of the games shown on the show. We got a CG trailer for the next Forza game, which is in very early development. Same with Rare's next game titled Everwild. They showcased a beautifully rendered CG trailer, but shortly after the show we came to know that they are still in very early pre-production, which means we won't be seeing this game anytime soon. Then we got many trailers from third-party partners, which included Tell Me Why from Don't Nod Studios, Balan Wonderworld by the Sonic creator Yuji Naka, The Medium, The Gunk by the creators of SteamWorld, Stalker 2, and few other games. Coming back to Microsoft's first-party offerings, continuing the trend of CG trailers, we got State of Decay 2, Psychonauts 2, Obsidian's next big AAA RPG, Everwild, and to close the show, we got a not-so-surprising announcement of the next Fable game, which is being developed by Forza Horizon developers Playground Games. All these games are super early in development and we might not see them until 2022 or even 2023. But one thing which was front row and center was Game Pass. Game Pass is a subscription service which allows you to play many games without purchasing them. All the Microsoft's first-party games debut on Game Pass and they always stay there, while the third-party games come and leave the service after a while. What is incredible is that all the games shown during the show will be available day one on the Game Pass whenever they launch. Which brings us to the biggest takeaway from this show. Microsoft doesn't care if you buy their console or not. They want you to be subscribed to the Game Pass. This show was ultimately an hour-long advertisement for the Game Pass. In today's connected world, everything is moving towards a service-oriented model. Games are no different. Most of the big publishers like Ubisoft, Activision, EA, and even industry giants Rockstar Games have huge games which operate under this model. Microsoft, who introduced Xbox Live Gold, a paid multiplayer subscription during the Xbox 360 generation, has already shown what a giant revenue generator it can be. Sony and Nintendo soon followed this model and started charging for the multiplayer. Microsoft is not a hardware or a gaming company. The idea behind the original Xbox was to gain a foothold in the living room and eventually sell their services through the Xbox. They even tried this with the Xbox One, where it was to be this highly connected device which will dish out all kinds of entertainment and not just games. We all know how that plan turned out. But with Game Pass, I think they have finally found that correct balance where it is very lucrative for gamers. This is why I think Microsoft almost showcased their first-party pipeline for the next 2 to 3 years. Most of these games will either be smaller in scope or, as we say, AA games. The AAA games, which costs millions of dollars to make, will feature some kind of games as service components. We can already see this happening with Halo Infinite, as Microsoft made it clear that they consider this to be a platform and there won't be any immediate sequel. All the single player and multiplayer experiences will be added to this game only. This is a completely different approach from either Sony or Nintendo. In fact, Sony has already responded to this as they have bolstered their own cloud gaming service, PlayStation Now. They are not only bringing better games to the service, but they are now allowing players to download the PS4 games to their consoles. But Game Pass brings significantly more value to their service as Xbox first-party games release day one on it. Which brings us to the last topic of this video. Is Game Pass good for gaming? And I think, in its current form, yes, absolutely. This is not only one of the most consumer-friendly services in gaming, but for many smaller developers, this is the only way to get noticed. Lot of developers have come out and said that being on Game Pass helped them get many new players and increase their reach considerably, which was not possible for them through traditional publishing. But I have some concerns for the future. From last couple of years, Microsoft has been shopping around for development studios which they can add to their first-party stable. This has also led to Sony acquiring studios and looking for newer ones. This kind of consolidation never helps any medium. We have already seen this happening in Hollywood. My second and major concern is about the sustainability of this model. Now I know Microsoft has come out and said several times that Game Pass is financially profitable for them. But I am not just talking about financial impact. In any subscription service, the main objective of the service provider is to keep people subscribed. For that to happen, the service needs to continuously provide newer stuff to keep the subscribers hooked. People always talk about Netflix, but games are not movies or serials. A good quality game takes years to make, and sometimes, like a single player only game, can be easily consumed within a matter of days. And then, your subscribers want more. So it's very likely that once Microsoft has better understanding of the subscriber base, the games which come out on the service will be highly tailored towards long-term engagement. Either the games will become shorter to have shorter development times, or they will become a platform like Halo or Sea of Thieves. I can already feel that happening with whatever Microsoft showed during this show. Most of the third-party games are timed exclusives, which obviously Microsoft paid for. And many first-party games are coming from AA studios like Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and Obsidian, who know how to crank out quality games having smaller scope. Now all these things are not bad essentially, but this leads to many other developers and publishers chasing that money and ending up dishing out the same things again and again. Something which we have already seen in mobile gaming space. Because at the end of the day, companies need to make money. So these were my thoughts on these interesting developments happening at Microsoft. It'll be interesting to see how Game Pass turns out in the future with additional services like xCloud coming on it. So in the end, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please press the good old like and subscribe button. We would be doing more of these videos in future. And if you like gaming t-shirts, then you can hop on to our online stores. Link will be in the description. Thanks for watching.